To see you this Friday afternoon, all eyes are on the forecast these next several hours as we've been tracking this winter weather system making its way toward the Triad, starting to bring in some mixed precip across our area and also well toward the south. Lots of isolated showers, scattered showers, I should say, across the deep south with more snow on the way for us in the next couple of hours, especially by around 4 or 5 o'clock, continuing into tonight and into the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning. A closer look at the Triad right now. Actually, a lot of this not actually making it to the ground. We call this virga, but more snow on the way that will make it to the ground in the coming hours. Local temperatures right now a little bit below freezing or right at freezing in the upper 20s and lower 30s, 32 in Winston-Salem and in High Point. Certainly cold enough for snow, 31 in Greensboro, 30 in Reedsville. Let's zoom in just a little bit, 31 in Pleasant Garden, 30 in Liberty. It is just downright cold out here, just ready for snow as we are. So are the temperatures. 32 in Walkertown and Winston-Salem, 31 right now in Kernersville. Let's go to the north a little bit, upper 20s and lower 30s continuing across the area. Just going to be a cold day today, and I'm expecting these temperatures to actually stay in the lower 30s at best throughout the day today as well. Feels like temperatures are even in the 20s in some places like in Asheboro. 29 feels like 29. Feels like we're in 25 here in Greensboro, and I'm expecting us to feel like we're below freezing all throughout the day today. Winter weather alerts for our area. We do have this winter storm warning in effect until Saturday at 7 o'clock in the morning. From now all the way through 7, due to the winter precip on the way, for the majority of us, I expect between 2 to 3 inches, especially toward the north and also to the west of Greensboro. To our south, though, that's when we might start to see a little bit more mixing across the area, which will lead to a little bit less accumulations. Winter weather alerts, let's expand this out just a little bit to show you how many people are being impacted by this one system. Again, a lot of the deep south here in Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia are all under these winter weather warnings for right now. Every shade that every county that you see in pink here is under a winter weather warning versus this bluish purple color you see right here is more of a winter weather advisory. Still impacting a lot of people and will continue to do so through tomorrow morning before the system begins to push offshore. Right now in Greensboro, the clouds have settled in. We're in the lower 30s, dew point at 9, making it feel like we are in the middle 20s. Weather cam network, not many of them working right now, but that's okay. We're in the lower 30s, and you know what? Not seeing any bad road conditions for now, but we'll have to keep an eye on the roads into tonight. That snow is going to collect very quickly on the cold ground and could cause some slick spots later this afternoon and especially tonight and overnight. Look at Blowing Rock right now, where we are seeing a little bit more of a winter wonderland with the snow coming down already in the mountains. That snow is on its way here, but it has already made its way to the mountains. There was already yesterday a dusting of snow that had collected from just last weekend, but there's more on the way. In the mountains, you can expect between 3 to 5 inches additional from this system. Right now, Blowing Rock, beautiful view around the 25-degree mark. Futurecast into the day today, low pressure is going to continue to come in from our south, bringing in tons of rain for places like here in southern Georgia and Florida. But for us, again, we're seeing that little bit of mixed bag, especially to our south, some snowfall, especially in northern Greensboro and to our north and west. I'm expecting the majority of this system to be out of our hair early on into tomorrow morning, even by around sunrise. I'm expecting the majority of that moisture to have moved through, taking that cloud coverage with it. Eventually, we'll be seeing a little bit more sunshine by the time we're in the back half of Saturday, and especially for Sunday as high pressure works to keep us nice and dry to kick off next week. Now, as for your weather impact alert, again, it is from now until 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. The impact is going to be the snow that is expected to start here just in the next couple of hours, then could even turn to snow and sleet overnight depending on where that freezing line is. If that is the case, we won't be seeing quite as much accumulation across the area, but more icy spots, which could lead to dangerous and hazardous driving across the area. So my advice to you would be to avoid travel throughout this period. Go ahead and get where you need to be within the next couple of hours before the snow starts so you don't have to worry about travel. Futurecast next few hours, we're watching that snow slowly start to build in by around 4 or 5 o'clock. Lots of mixing here toward our south, especially south of Greensboro, where we're not expecting quite as high of accumulations between maybe 1 to 2 inches and even lower than that in portions like here in Charlotte and on the border between North Carolina and South Carolina. Moisture keeps coming overnight, seeing a couple of dry slots. And with that being said, Some places aren't going to have quite as much snow as others, and other places may get a little bit more due to a little bit heavier snow, heavier burst of snow, I should say, within this system. So we'll have to keep you updated on amounts as we go into the night tonight. Majority is going to be rain or freezing rain right along this line that you see right here. That's pink, and that's going to be well to our south and in southeastern North Carolina. But in the Triad, for the most part, especially north of the Triad, I'm expecting mainly snow, but it's definitely a sleet mix going to be possible into the night tonight. Majority of that moisture and snow chance going to be gone by around 5 or 6 o'clock into Saturday morning, but there are certainly going to be slick spots sticking around throughout Saturday morning and maybe even into the afternoon. So here's the latest expected snow and sleet outlook. Again, it changes pretty rapidly across the Triad toward our north as well as to our west. I'm expecting 3 to 5 inches that are possible, especially in the mountains and foothills that are in those higher elevations. For us here in Guilford County, Forsyth, and northern Davidson County, I would say even 2 to 4 inches going to be possible, especially if we're able to see some of those heavier bursts kind of come down and continue to accumulate very quickly on the cold ground that we already have in place with surface temperatures that are sub-freezing. Now, as for Randolph County, southern Davidson, portions of Montgomery, may see 1 to 2 inches. It's going to be a little bit less, though, because of that sleet and ice accumulation. You're not going to have those heavy, nice, beautiful snowflakes that kind of, put together and accumulate and form that nice fluffy snow. It'll be a little bit thinner and we'll be seeing less accumulation as a result. With that being said, freezing rain risk is being lifted just a little bit to our south, especially southern Greensboro and here in the southern Piedmont as well. Here in Montgomery County, we could see 1/10 of an inch up to around 1/4 of an inch possible. This is going to be my main concern for driving. Freezing rain, again, it freezes on contact with the surface, which can cause hazardous not only driving, but even if you're just on the sidewalk, you could slip very, very easily. As for portions here of Randolph, Davidson, and southern Guilford, could see a glaze up to around 1/10 of an inch on top of the snow I'm already expecting across the area. So with that being said, going to be pretty slippery at times possible for the region. Storm timing, this is the latest. Friday afternoon and the next few hours, snow is going to be moving in. It's going to be sticking fast. So again, make sure you're already where you need to be and where you're going to be staying for the next 24 hours or so. Into the night tonight, snow and sleet could definitely mix, and that could make for some difficult travel across the region. Maybe not even by this evening, maybe into this afternoon as that snow starts. You're going to want to make sure that you're already where you need to be. Saturday morning, snow and sleet again is going to end by around sunrise, but roads will still be slick throughout the morning and into the afternoon. Despite the sun coming out, they are going to improve throughout the weekend, but just have that heads up and know what the hazards are ahead of time and make sure that you're staying safe. I'm going to get off screen so you can take a look at the storm timeline heading into the next 24 hours. So this is what you can expect heading into early tomorrow, this afternoon. Sleet and snow definitely going to be possible by around 3 or 4 o'clock. Freezing rain is a low chance, but it's still there, and as you can see in the yellow box right there. A low chance from later this evening through early into tomorrow morning. Dangerous travel. I'm expecting actually starting off here in the next couple of hours. This is going to continue overnight and into the day on Saturday. I would expect that orange to continue all throughout the morning, maybe even into the early afternoon, due to the slick spots that are going to be created from the snow and also the sleet and freezing rain, especially for southern portions of our area. Power outages not completely out of the question overnight tonight with that freezing rain and sleet and that snow. Going to be heavy on some of those power lines and trees and maybe even causing a couple problems. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Here we're looking at different types of models that show sort of what the potential is for the amount of snow. Here is one in particular for us here in the Triad. Anywhere between 1 to 3 inches, some places even seeing 4 or above according to this model. But again, every model does vary, and we'll continuing to give you updated on what model trends are saying and what we believe also as forecasters. Winter radar, we're tracking the snow as it continues to make its way toward the area. I'm expecting it to make it here just in the next couple of hours. So this is the time to go ahead and hunker down, make sure you're home safe. That means getting home from work. If you were planning on working this morning, maybe go ahead and take the rest of the day, work from home if you can, because it is going to be cold and that snow is going to also accumulate very fast across the area. Snow and sleet going to be mixed and a possibility overnight tonight. We're back in the lower 30s for this afternoon, and I'm expecting us to stay there. We're warming up behind this system over the weekend. We're back in the upper 30s for Saturday and Sunday. Heading into Monday and Tuesday, we're back in the 40s before temperatures drop by Wednesday and Thursday back in the 30s.